You know how mad I would have been. Hello. Uh hello, welcome back to the stream. My name is Teddy. Today I'm doing yesterday we were doing Skyrim. We were doing a Skyrim mage build, and I've been doing that for a few days. So I'm deciding to take a little break and play a game that I absolutely love. Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age, the entire franchise is something else. Is another franchise that I'm a fan of. I like the Dragon Age games more than the Mass Effect games, so when there's little Easter eggs, I don't really care. Um, I don't know why I never got into the I said Mass Effect, right? That's what it's called. Yeah, I never got into Mass Effect, but I did get into Dragon Age. I like Dragon Age because well, any game where you can customize a character, you're gonna see me in there. Probably. Except for 2K. Um yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Dragon Age is another game that has just a beautiful score. Whoever did the music for this game wrote their asses off. Confirm. Turn the camera up a little bit. I did my Dragon Age Keep import last night for some old saves that I had on the Xbox, and it was weird seeing some of the characters that I would name, but I gotta make sure I don't repeat the names of the hero of Ferelden and the champion Hawk. Let's get right to it. So we are going to be a Qunari. As soon as they introduced the fact that you could be Qunari, I was like, yes, we in there. Ordinarily, I am an elf. Humans are the most numbered and powerful in Thedas. They are the most divided politically and seem to thirst for conflict. Human characters receive a bonus ability at the start of the game. There. Elves are historically oppressed people, distinguishable by their lithe frames and pointed ears. Though most survive in the poorest fringes of human cities, others live as nomads known as Dalish. Elves receive a bonus of 25 to range defense. Dwarves are short, stocky, and spend most of their entire lives underground. Those exiled to the surface are often merchants or smugglers, because dwarves have no connection to the Fade. They cannot be mages, but receive a 25% bonus to magic defense. Qunari are a race of horned giants who follow a strict religious text known as the Qun. Those who have abandoned its principles are known as Tal Bashar, and often work as mercenaries. Qunari characters get a bonus of +10 physical damage resistance. So Qunari, you could be a Qunari for the first 2 games. Nightmare! Psych. No, not yet. No, not yet. Walk softly. I'll do some rub dirt on it later. I gotta get readjusted. Fair weather friends. I'll do that later. Confirm. Hell yeah, I want to import. Dragon Age. This is the third installment of the Dragon Age story. My first character, the hero for Elden, he was a Dalish elf. I followed an archer build. My champion, Hawk, he was a mage build. I like the force push and the spirit healing. And this time around, we're going to be a Knight Enchanter because I feel like that power is just broken. This is overpowered for a good reason. All right, General. And leave that one. Gray. No matter what, as a Qunari, you're gonna be kind of gray. I'll change the eye color later. You know, we got the cornrows. The hair leaves something to be desired. The hair texture. Come on. Santa beard? No. We'll just do 5 o'clock shadow.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Good one. I like the American one. Ear size. Cheekbones. I got some strong cheekbones. Brow size. Got a big ass forehead. 5 head. 5 head. Purple eyes. I think in real life there are only, what, 5 eye colors? Brown, blue, green, gray. Hazel will count as brown. It's 4 eye colors in real life? Brown, blue, gray. Oh, green. There we go. Never mind. Yeah, there are 5. Green eye color. I might keep that nose. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Nose size. Be a big black nose. Big black nose. The bridge of my nose ain't that big though. Mouth and jaw. Probably gonna leave the mouth. Actually, mouth and jaw I'm satisfied with. Scars. None. Makeup. Good. Oh, and that's everything.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Except, and our name. Chelsea. The last name is automatically selected, so you can't really, there's no point in naming yourself. Like all characters have a last name that is handed to them. Chelsea. This game starts out, well, we could talk about it or we can comment. Yeah, let me commentate about it. Who is that? I know what that is. That is the divine. But we're going to confuse her with, dang, I forget her name. A lot of my Dragon Age lore, because I haven't played the game so long, went out the window. Run from the spiders. Run, kid, run! She's trying to save you. And of course, they put the black man in jail. They put the black man in jail for no reason. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. Well, what the hell was that? That's where my baby mom. Is that my baby mom's? My baby mom, Cass. Look, she pacing around me. I like that.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now.
Let's spare my ear
The
again.
conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead, except for you.
You can hear the desperation and the sadness in her voice. Yo, the voice acting on this game, they did their thing. Remain silent.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
English, you
I don't know
speak
what that
it?
is, or how it got there.
You're
I don't know what it
lying.
is. Ooh, she is
We
desperate.
need him, Cassandra.
Some dialogue give you the opportunity to respond emotionally to situations. So when these opportunities appear, special icons. These are generally the 4 icons. Oh damn, I should have took my time with the other window. So you can respond with usually confusion or questionable actions. Be defensive, be aggressive, or be empathetic. Usually I'm empathetic.
I can't believe it. All those people
Dead.
dead?
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman.
A woman?
She reached
Reached
out
out to me.
but then
Go to the Ford camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
My amethyst is this. What did happen? It'll be easier to show
Will
you.
be easier to show you.
Ooh, scrub. Ooh, Lord, that light is blinding. Can you imagine if this happened in real life? The Lord just like opened up the sky real quick.
We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger
Global
with
warming.
each passing hour. It's not the only such rift,
Oh,
just
global
the
warming.
largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
an explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the Breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you.
So,
It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
I got questions. How could it stop this?
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the Breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I'm guilty?
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
And then these are the different path lines you can use. You can take. There's always an option of 3 to move forward with the conversation, and each thing that you choose will have later resonating effects. I love this game. If I can help, I will.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, I'll pay the price.
they
This
have
man flirting.
decided your guilt. They need it.
How you trying to
The
flirt
people
when the
of
world is
Haven
ending?
mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers.
So,
It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars.
war.
She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Good enough for me.
Where are you taking me?
Why are we running?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
This is a game that has a whole
Open the
lot
gate.
of codex,
We
a
are heading into
whole
the
lot
valley.
of notes, books. They really go in depth with their lore building. A lot of it will be referencing kind of what the damage was from the choices you made in Dragon Age 1 and 2. Something still that I find incredibly cool. Move, scrub.
Micah, it's the end of the world.
Alright, let's trek. Come on, Cass, keep up. Global warming. Oh boy. I caused global warming.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon.
No, not the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I saved that. I saved the urn. Is the urn still there? Oh boy. I see the weapon. I see some demons.
Stay behind me!
You don't gotta tell me twice. Yo. Nah, come back though. Alright, let's get to it. Demons, demons, we're gonna fight some demons. Oh boy. You gotta love the sounds of this game alone. The electricity. That's what, as somebody who has super sensitive ears and can hear electricity just sitting in his apartment, let me tell you something. The electricity sounds of this game are amazing. I don't need a staff. Oh yes, sometimes you'll get, some of the options will be directly tied to your race, your class, and so on and so forth. Alright.
Have it your way.
You defend me.
Wait.
I better not die.
You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you.
I'm glad you thought that through. Cass is a little strong-headed. She reminded me of my wife.
To come willingly.
Any loot?
Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
Alright, no loot.
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot. And here's our inventory system. Oh man, it's gonna feel so good starting from scratch. I used to have a, I used to play this game on my PlayStation, but because I'm playing it on my Xbox, I have to start completely from scratch. So no importing schematics, no importing nothing. I have to collect it all from the beginning. I'm excited, Loki. Also, I don't really remember everything, so I'm really excited. This ain't a blind, but you know.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Well, hurry up, because they are coming to me. Wow. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. God dang it. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the elf root, man. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the elf root. Iron. Give me the iron. No more loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Come on, Cass. Damn it, Cass. Sam! Sam!
Up on the hill. Attack from a distance.
I see it. Let's take out this one. It might attack from a distance, but so do I. Oh boy. And that's that. I think one of the real reasons I love this game, I don't like RPGs that are like really high overhead with the camera. And this game gives you the option of switching between two different camera styles, something I'm a big fan of. I really don't like that high third person camera, like in Diablo. I can't do it. It reminds me of Gauntlet in a way.
They're falling from the breach.
Who remembers Gauntlet? Who's old enough to remember the Gauntlet game for the Nintendo 64? Although, if you play it retro, it makes sense. Get out of my face! And loot. They're not dropping nothing. These demons ain't giving me nothing. And I got 3. We'll bump you too. You really ran over here to get an angle. Ran over here to die. What is this? Man. I got a cracked phone. I gotta get a new phone. Can't be my ring, cause all my money spent. Iron. I'm a baby mage right now. Okay, this Bastion ain't too much. Some of the Bastion really mask your face and I'm not a fan of it, so I usually hide the helmet, but I think this time I'm not gonna hide the helmet.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
Fighting!
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Here goes the cause of 2 of the causes for all of this. Varric and Solus. I won't spoil the whole game for anyone watching this for a fresh look. But these 2 pretty much ruined the world. Bye, guy Varric.
Quickly! Before more come through!
The world turned upside down.
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I did that.
I closed that thing? How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Yeah. Can't help but like Varric. He's a real nip. He's a rip.
Are
Are you with the Chantry?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
It's good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that stance in time.
Oh, I'm sure we'll become great friends in the valley, Chuckles.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Solus. So you know about the mark?
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any Circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Do you guys know what the jawline of a wolf looks like? And when this is over?
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Well, I'm glad Bianca's excited. Can I have my other glove?
This way, down the bank. The
I
road
can't
ahead.
write left-handed. Would you please write a letter to my mother? Alright, let's go. Got my gang. I have a gang. Let's go, gang. Give me the loot, give me the loot. That's a dead Templar. Give me the loot, give me the loot.
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
Tactical camera mode. So yeah, this is the playstyle. This is the camera view that I don't like in video games. I can't. I can't. But it is, like I said, I'm very glad that, what game is this? This is Dragon Age Inquisition. I would love to put Dragon Age into the into my stream information, but unfortunately Dragon Age isn't in the drop down, so I can't select it. But this is Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, take me back up, take me back up. Solus, throw a shield real quick. Who are you long shotting right now? Man. Varric, don't waste. Okay, and now fire all. So you guys won't see me using the tactical camera too much. I'll use it when it's well, when it's tactical. For the most part, I like to just thug it out and fight. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Aquamarine, my birthstone. Putting a question of the day in the chat. QOD, what is your favorite epic RPG? And when I say epic, I mean an RPG that takes you literally days, weeks maybe, like hours and hours. Oh yeah, get him away from me. Guys, give me that aggro. Give me that aggro. Shoot first, shoot back. I don't care if you lose, man, fight back. RIP Pop Smoke. And now I want to hear Pop Smoke song.
We had Qunari and Kirkwall. A whole boatload of them. They were your typical cheerless sort, then they tried to take over the city and kill everyone. But I'm guessing you don't actually follow the Qun, do you? You're Talvishoth.
Worried I'll try to convert you?
Afraid I'll try to convert you to the Qun.
Well, you haven't recited a single quote from the Prophet Kosloon yet. So unless you're trying to stay on the Seeker's good side, I'd say that's pretty telling.
The Qun, the way that they talk about the Qun reminds me very much of the Muslim faith in terms of like breaking down the real world, the real world detail that they include in the game to tell the story. The Chantry is essentially Christianic faith, Catholicism, so on and so forth, and some of the rough practices that they did in order to spread the faith. The Qun is the Muslim community. I don't know if there's a Jewish faith, but that would be Old Testament Christianity, so would still fall under that. The Qun is the only thing, apparently before the Qun, the Talvishoth, well, the Qunari use that term loosely. They're actual beings, they were very savage. They still haven't said exactly what the Qunari are. Like, apparently there's some kind of experiment gone wrong, I believe. I think they're mixed with dragon blood. That's my theory. The Qunari are like somehow like a human dragon offspring. But they're very savage, and the Qun is the only thing that allows them to maintain control, but it's a very strict faith.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Very much so. Alright, we gotta fight. Alright, y'all focus on them. The Wraith. Take out our range companions. Varric, move. Long shot. That's that. That's that. Bangarang. Got one left. Clear it out. And I'm doing this in heels.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Another rift!
We must see
Bangarang.
quickly! I keep coming! Help us!
Whew. Came in too hot. You can build up aggro. So if you enter a fight too hot, then you're gonna be the target.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Shut up, Solus. Egghead. Level up. There are 10 things you need to know. Number 1. I like to focus on the lightning build. The storm magic really calls to me. Number 2, we need to set their behaviors. For now, I'll leave their behaviors. The only thing I need to turn off is,
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
for the most part, I'll let my AIs run themselves.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
I know. This guy.
Enough trouble without resorting to this exercise in futility.
Shut your mouth.
Here they come.
You made
That's what she
it.
said.
Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo
Right,
to
typical.
face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
Damn.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead. We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the
Liliana and Cassandra are the left and right hands of the divine. So in a position of power, ordinarily, this is what it used to be back in aristocratic times. You always had your left and your right hand, and that meant a lot more than it does these days. Your left and your right hand were like, one person was your spy master and your assassin. The other was your shield and your sword. So no one's in charge here. What about the breach?
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place.
That's a strong accusation.
Call a retreat,
Accusation.
Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
For him, that's just like continued
How do
proof
you
that I
think we
did
should
this.
proceed?
Me?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Careful, sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the past may be lost. Fast but indirect, soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Charge!
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Hater, man. Got no time for him. Shut up. Ooh, you can tell he a eunuch. Alright, we trek. Come on, y'all, keep up. Like I'm a dad walking with my kids. Let's go. Y'all ready? Ready for a fight? Inventory. I think I have something for you, Cass. Yep. Solus. I got nothing. Bianca stays there. I put on this life ward. Second heart. Excuse me. Ooh, y'all look done. Ooh, you know you did. Hello. Hello. Goodbye.
Be wary. Another fade rift.
Jangalang, jangalang, jangalang. Up, here they come. Back up out my face. Back up off me, back up off me.
How many rifts are there?
A lot.
We must seal it if we are to get past.
Quickly then!
I know y'all see me trying to collect some loot. Terror demons. Get out of here, freak. Oh crap. Ah, I'm outside the circle. You mad? And let's do it. Love that sound.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've
Colin.
lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
I like Cullen. He has a great redemption arc from this entire story. Cullen is essentially what happens when a cop who realizes they're part of a police brutality state and tries to change it. Cullen and all these characters are actually very well written.
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you.
Damn.
They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Templar helmet. Polis. I think it's hilarious that Varric actually can't use a bow. He can only use Bianca. Something about that is funny to me. Don't be alarmed, I'm a Negro. Hello? Oh, something else I really like about this game, which we're going to be getting to soon, the war table. The war table missions are genius.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Ordinarily, I just jump the ledge, but because, like I said, I'm starting from the get-go.
Now is the hour of our victory.
This guy.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Red lyrium.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
We're about to have a flashback. Visual flashback.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
Coryphanus.
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the Qunari.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Girl, you know I got amnesia.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Swords, swords, bows, and swords. Pride. Hello, Pride.
No!
Mess him up, mess him up, mess him up, mess him up. Oh, Lord.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Wear it down. I got something better. Get him.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
Barrack and Solus are too close. Do your long shot, then move.
More coming through the rift.
Here we go. That's why we save the lane. I got this. Y'all just keep attacking him. Try to hit me with that current. Bangarang, Pride Demon messing y'all up. Y'all got the game messed up. I really like the looks of the Pride Demon. Just look at this. Even got like 8 eyes. Ooh, Soul is dead. Uh-oh. There. Pick Soulless egghead ass up. Current. That's it. Keep him off, keep him off, keep him off. Boom. Finish it. I shocked lightning. It's over, man. Just go down. Thank you, big fella.
Now! Seal
Thank you,
the
big
rift.
man.
Do it!
You're welcome. Yo, love this game. How's that for an intro? I'm about to pause for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. After I wake up. Who changed my clothes? I don't like this. Somebody was looking at my tally knuckle.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
Please get up.
It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty important.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
What you got? You got dragon armor? Dawn Lotus, elf fruit. Nothing good. Special shipments. Clammy shallow. Someone better at this than me takes over board the supervisor. Survivor expires. Notes in case. Alright. Hello. Oh boy. I got a crowd. Y'all can wait. Okay, I guess not.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Oh boy.
They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
You believe? Well, before I speak to her, I want to collect some loot. Actually, let me use the bathroom. Be right, be. I love you so much. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we back. I was able to fix, I gotta use Twitch Studio more. So I was able to move the game to Dragon Age. Thank you for the suggestion, baby. As you know from the terrible accidents of last week, many passages. We'll read the codex. We'll have a day where we just go through and read all the codex. Okay, guys. Not right now. Different day. All books give you reading gives you experience. Reading the codexes gives you experience, and discovering codexes gives you experience. This is another game that rewards you for exploration, so you gotta explore everything. I'll check out there later. For now, let's keep the story going. This is still all part of the intro. The intro alone took an hour. And that's what I call a good game. You guys will rarely see me play like sporting games or fighting games. That's when I'm trying to get some aggression out. For the most part, role-playing games are all I play.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
You're welcome.
Still a lot of rifts left all over. Cracks in the sky.
He can steal those though. The Herald of Andraste.
Someone better. You won't seal those rifts with the chant of light.
Took them 3 days to make sure I didn't die. There's a note somewhere. Someone tried to assassinate me when I was unconscious. If I ever find out who it was, ooh, I'm gonna smack your mama up. Everywhere is blocked, 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 blocked up. Since the crowd don't want to move, I move past the crowd. I'm not an MC. I'm a C-move. I'm a CM. I'm a crowd mover. Adon.
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Thanks for saving my life, Brody. The Grey. Gandalf the Grey. So I believe part of this, like, one of the reasons why I believe we have amnesia is, like anyone who goes through anything harrowing, it's hard to actually remember the details exactly. Your mind literally cannot process the information. But like all amnesia people, we're able to recover it. Just takes time. Knock, knock, mother sucker.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Man, I should have took that.
Most of the Grand Clerics.
Chant for the departed. What's down here? What y'all got going on down here? Ooh, a sigil. And these are the moments where you realize, not realize, but there are certain things that you can't do. Requires a rogue. I was glad that in this game they created more options for certain class abilities. For the most part, if you didn't have a rogue with you, you couldn't do anything. You know, the only person who could do like little things were rogues or people with lockpicking abilities.
Have you gone completely mad?
Mad?
Be taken to Valroyo immediately to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
What up, sis?
I do not believe he is guilty. The Qunari failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky.
I failed?
You know, he intended it this way.
This man talking a lot about me. I'm about to smack him up.
That is not.
Let me smack this man up real quick, talking all this shit about me.
Chain him.
Excuse
I want
me?
him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
Them Templars know what it is.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
You
The breach is
try my
stable, but it is
patience.
still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did what I could.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
Yeah, buddy.
But not the prisoner.
No,
I
man.
heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
I beg your unbelievable pardon. I am not a chosen one.
You realize I'm Qunari.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Oof.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach.
We will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval. Bitch. Excuse my language.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
I got questions. The Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way.
I'll say.
We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
And what about the Chantry?
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You want to start a holy war. Holy war.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
And if I refuse?
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You
What
should
if I
know that while
refuse?
some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Listen.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Call me Jigalag. I am Jigalag. Jocelyn. Here come the score. Here come the score. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna let the music talk for me. Like, go somewhere with yourself. And that's how you intro a game. Other games take notes. Okay, let me change out this armor. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, call me the arrow shot. It's heavy armor. This armor is worn by Qunari officers in both Army and Navy and signifies a command role. Although it is typical Qunari fashion, no one outside the Qun can tell you which role is which. Avar armor. Stone Bear armor. Antam Sar. We gonna do the Chakratar. I got any new weapons? Staff of the Dragon. Alright, Cass, what I got for you? Captain's Longsword. Adventurer's hat. I guess you can wear that for now, Solus. And Varric Stone Bear armor. And with that being said, destroy. Destroy. No, wait, sell. Why am I destroying? There would never be a mage arrow shock, so you know, let me rock this armor while I can. Free the nip.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time. And Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power.
Outlaws.
The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds like fun.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It
Cullen.
was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
What's up, Josie?
You're even taller than I'd heard.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Please.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That was fast.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Qunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just tell him I, the Herald of Andraste.
Andraste.
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you.
So?
They believe that was Andraste.
No.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you.
Jizzy Bean.
She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I like Mother Giselle a lot. She's very pragmatic while keeping her faith. Why would she help her? Why would she help us?
Why
It's a
would someone
lie.
from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
The war table. So every war table action requires power. You gain power through actions in the game.
From the capital.
You're not pleased.
And this war's still going on. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and we're trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That would be hard to do without the troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Not now. You now have access to missions. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one per advisor. The Black Emporium. A ship has been secured. Be wary of what you find in the Black Emporium, Inquisitor. I've heard many frightful tales. Not now. Gather coin. Orlais. Adar, I heard you were dead, and then a prisoner, and then maybe you fell out of the Fade and landed on your head and forgot who you were. Seriously, stop that. We still haven't been paid. Some of our kith made it out of the giant shithole full of demons after the explosion. The rest are dead or missing. I don't know how many were rounded up by angry humans. If you're not dead and you remember who you are, help me find our brothers and sister, Jacques Ricard. P.S. If you forgot who you are, I'll remind you. Your name is Adar, you're Vashar, and you didn't get paid for being blown up. P.P.S. If you are dead, disregard this message. Send Liliana to get our crew out.
Let's see what we have.
Ferelden, address a nobleman's concern. Send Cullen.
All right.
I could ask a friend in Antiva to look into this matter.
Let us
Send Josie. Alright, y'all got y'all assignments. The war table missions are actually in real time. There are things you can do to shorten the times of the war table missions, but they're in real time. Alright, let's talk to some people.
For she who trusts in the Maker,
Fire is her water. Cello.
The Inquisition cannot remain a vassal if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Ooh. Its followers need shelter.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Scrub. Does he own Haven?
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
Who are you?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
I'm glad you're here, Josie.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Damn, dismissed. Menevieve.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero.
Right.
It must be easier because you're not human. They already see you as different from those of us who lived in circles. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
So you're a mage?
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You protect the Tranquil?
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe?
Yes. The mages took some of them when my
The Tranquil are mages who have been cut off from their magic, and it also cuts off their soul, essentially, somehow. So they become very robotic. It's like being on
They can barely take care of themselves.
medication.
Themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
They're lucky to have you.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
The Templars made me feel a lot of things, but never safe.
You have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
No wonder you'd rather stay in the circle. You had more than enough life outdoors.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
Sorry, just had to stretch. You research creatures.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures.
So
And
with the
at least
Dalish,
some materials are useful for
like
making
she said,
potions or gear for the Inquisition.
they only keep a certain amount of mages at one time just to avoid anyone becoming an abomination or delving into blood magic. So the Dalish have a keeper who leads the entire camp. They're not necessarily a mage, but sometimes they're a mage, and the keeper usually has one apprentice who is going to follow them up.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Sounds like life, real life.
I'll speak with you later.
Travel safely.
Turn and research. Oh, I got nothing.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Heaven has been filled with silence. These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one world.
Darren.
I didn't realize any of Leliana's Oxman mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it.
I beg your pardon.
Oh,
You're racist.
him. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
You can talk to my back.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything.
Even that little feature, you see how my back is to the sun, and so my shadow is.
Maybe Harriet can get our
Come on,
troops
son.
better weapons.
All right. I need a logging stand. Liliana. Praying.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I don't speak for Andraste.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker.
No.
Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Commander. My simps.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later. So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice?
Yelling like a cool guy.
Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Do you have to kill him?
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
This is exactly when you need them.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this.
Well, I said it.
Very well.
I only use the words. I don't use many words, but I mean every word I say.
Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I have questions.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse.
Naturally.
The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them.
Who, me?
You have to be that someone.
Me?
No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
We'll see. So you're the left hand.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did. What of it?
Why start an Inquisition? Eh.
I'd like to hear about just...
It made her human. So, to answer you... No.
She was eating that divine box. Ha 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 ha.
And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right. Me? Now,
what did you...
After the Blight, perhaps when this is all over, I'm listening.
You see?
I have made friends. He hasn't replied to my letters in some time. I try not to worry.
They say...
We spoke a few times. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the chantry. The other one, the young man.
Carver.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
Carver was annoying.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become... We've been friends ever... And that's all I'm listening.
Carry on. The apothecary.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest to deal with the venom.
Dan.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather.
Racist.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome. Yeah, well, name's Zidane. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got... He died at the Conclave, and his notes went...
Find Tegan's notes. Solus. Let's chat.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon. but sadly they're extinct.
Yes.
Joke as you will, posturing is necessary.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back the Griffins in the next Dragon Age game. Like one.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. When I dream in such places, I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant...
I've never heard of any...
Thank you. Cassandra has been accommodating. But
I have questions, and I don't want to hear the answers.
The breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create... Any artifact of such power is dangerous.
You don't think whatever
You survived? The artifact that created... I will not believe it destroyed until I see the...
We would do well.
Liliana's... Whatever the art... In any case. Did you need me for anything?
I'd like to know more.
Why?
You're an apostate.
Not the wisest course of action when
I appreciate the work you're doing, so...
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air.
Why study the Fade?
What would you know of me?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
Weird, but good for you.
Well, it's not the worst reason I've heard to go out and enjoy life.
I'm glad to hear it. In truth, I have enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. The best of the battlefield. I saw Alistair and... It is the Fade. Spirits of purpose. Wisdom and purpose. And if your mind is free of corrupting influence... Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair?
I hadn't thought about it that...
Thank you. Few are willing...
Man, I know spirits of people. We're all spirits. Possessing a corpse.
The Conclave was our best chance for peace. The divine,
Where the music at?
mages, the Templars,
Strum that guitar.
everyone ready to talk.
Oh, Maker, you him? And you were sent to test. I think everyone is worthy of love. The Maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others.
Hilarious.
I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
Relax.
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
I promise I won't set your tavern on fire. Calm down.
As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Liliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village. Goodbye.
Thanks, Flissa. Keep the drinks coming. Varric.
So, now that that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why would you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Still hadn't sunk in.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Barrett,
Need something?
tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient tide, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
But what is it?
Just another kind of lyrium.
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What can it do?
What makes it special?
Red Lyrium is very dangerous. You find out in this game that Lyrium is a living thing. Well, Lyrium is alive. It's what mages use to power their magic. And what Templars are addicted to.
It does creepy shit. Makes things float. Brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Why was it at the temple?
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough.
Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
In the book you say that first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant...
I can't tell you how. But as far as I can... Need something? You want to talk about me? And despite whatever... In my spare time, I manage a spy... Me, I always wind up babysitting my informant. Most of my stories... Most of that's my brother's doing. I got her off a guy... I can't tell you. It's the one story...
The one story he refuses to tell. Why Bianca is called Bianca. Oh yeah, sell. Get all this out of here. We don't need it. Keep the inventory low.
Still got demons pouring out of the
Ooh, it's a fight. Train. Train. Look at my little army. I got a militia.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. The Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Denner
Harriet.
in the hinterland.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet. And
Harriet,
everyone
my
knows
bad.
who you are.
I called this man Harriet.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits. My gear will see. So, you need custom work. Something special. You can't just slap a new... You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside. Another time, then.
Need something? Let me know.
Another time, then. Another time, then.
Good.
Customize.
You need something? Let me know.
I need to take a little break. But I'm not done. Me mess up at 6:30. I should not be having this, but cheers. Oh boy.
Seat me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What happens now?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I?
Swing, slash, swing.
My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think
You should
before
throw a sword on the
act.
ground.
I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail.
Word.
But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Qun. You could be. I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Voice of pragmatism. Cass.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Home is where I am.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
Antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're royalty?
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentagusts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagusts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from...
My brother was all that kept...
Tell me about you.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. The short version is... But Justinian...
Alright, let's skip ahead and get some stuff done. I'm ready to go back to the fight.
Thus I did not see... Thus we were raised... It is odd to be so faceted. The tail gets bigger each time. Yet I became the right hand. Many of them died. No. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in this...
My bad.
Yes? We were meant to be... We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only...
So nobody...
It was the... If you don't see a problem... In my heart...
You mentioned...
Entirely. Ours come from... Weak. Seekers can gain other gifts. Once there was a Seeker... The Seekers saw... If we'd been there when it happened... If we'd looked...
Mages were...
I expect... When... The moment the mages vote... We train rigorously. And the moment it finally ends...
I wish I could
If... What if... I'm told it is impossible how...
Last conversation.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
The Conclave destroyed a giant...
Which is... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You've given...
Colin.
Yes?
Anything I should know?
Not at present.
Why did the Templars leave?
The Order
What
believes the Enchanter
changed?
no longer... I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. I can't say I was looking. Between the needs of the Inquisition and anything else, I was 13 when I... Still, of course, but there were many my age who felt the same.
Okay, good enough. Let's set.
See reason, Lizette. We cannot stay here. Why not?
Oh, I got a. We all got upgrades, I think. Energy barrage. And a quick level up. I may get off. I'm starting to feel, I think, hungry. I think I'm gonna go get something to eat.
There must be something here.
Give those to a Dan. I just need the logging stand for the requisitions. Where are we at? Where is it at? Where are we at? Where's it at? Goats. There it is. All back there is explorable, but there's not really much out there. It's just a tundra. It's just a tundra. Ba-ba-da-ba. You know what I need? How about some background music? Nope, my thing got muted yesterday because I was playing music. No music. No music.
You're worried about the rift. I understand that.
You're welcome. See, like I said earlier, down there, that bar, that was the power bar. And the more you need power in order to make war table moves.
You're back. And in one piece.
Here.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working...
You want some of these mixed up? That should do for you.
Yeah, everyone can have, you have to unlock the third potion option, but everyone can have up to 3 potions. And the potions, you also are able to equip bombs, which are very cool. A favorite bomb to create is the nature bomb, where essentially you throw a whole bunch of bees at someone. Whole bunch of bees. No, not the bees!
Research in the nave has notes on only the word dispelled.
What up, y'all? First off, you be alright.
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
DPS, we still have not been paid. Was able to save a whole bunch of the company, but they're just mad they ain't get paid. I get it. You bought that mud loving money.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto them.
Have some armor made.
Come on, you see our mounts. Most of them should be pulling flowers.
It actually does matter where you equip and how much you use, but we'll get into that later. Oh, I can make my own. That's lit.
My uncle died at the conflict.
It's time to head out to the hinterlands. Baby, want a sandwich? Nance? Sandwich? I'm about to get off in a few minutes. Then I'll go get us some sandwiches. Some sandwiches. You want pastrami or turkey? Yeah, pastrami. I didn't say salami. No, we had it. We had it.
World of Andraste.
When we got two cold sandwiches like 2 weeks ago or last week or something.
They might not know much about the Qunari.
Oh damn, that might have been
You'll
salami.
get no back talk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's high town?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and...
Turkey.
Never mind.
Ugh.
You've heard stories about me? What they saying?
I'm starting to worry about these stories.
Talking about my stroke? My left stroke just went viral.
They only say you're the last great hope for Thetis.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were... But... you best...
Inspect requisitions. No requisitions yet. Oh, I gotta talk to the guy. Where you at? Requisition officer.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Velveteen and decorative gems. Alright, y'all. Hold it down. I'll be back. Rams, rams, lots of rams. I see a fight over there. Whoops. I know what that is. Let's end this fight. Move, Fox.
Apostates!
Going down because killed one of mine.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
People will think twice before attacking the Inquisition now.
Oh, the Asterion puzzles. I forgot about these. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Puzzle done. Okay, yeah, I can remember these puzzles. Let's do these puzzles so we can unlock everything. The Asterion puzzles are good mind exercises. What was that? What the hell was that? Just some elf fruit. More mages. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Sorry, little Phoenix. Sorry, little fox. Got the decorative gems, got the decorative gems. Drakestone. What's it? Come on. Hold up.
You know, not every dwarf likes caves.
Locate the vein of lyrium. Alright, we're gonna save, and I'm gonna be back on probably later today, guys, because I really missed playing this game, and I haven't been so excited to play a game on Twitch in a while. Thank you for everyone who came out to watch. For this part, I'll be back on in a few hours. Alright, peace.